I was about 3 blocks down when I heard the sound of the trumpet, so I started running with my girl, and I stood there watching everything. Then this man opened a Bible. When he opened the Bible, he began to preach about God. He began to say that God has the power to change the course of mankind. That God meant us to be happy, that he can change us. And when he said that, I got offended. And I just stepped out of the crowd, and I told this man, you shut up. Don't open your mouth anymore. If you say anything, you're going to drop dead. This is no God power here, man. This is ghetto power. This is man power, and this is game power. And there's no way that God has the power to change anybody. The toughest, that is the only one who's going to make it. The wicked, they're going to perish. They're never going to make it. I told this man, you get out of here and don't come around this neighborhood. I told my gang, don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to him. This guy is a fanatic. He's a phony. This guy is a communist. I didn't know what communist was, but that's what I told him in that moment. I told my gang, you want to have a good time? You want to have a good time? I give you the good time. Let's go down to this basement, smoke some grass or some marijuana, sip some wine, drop some pills, dance for a while, have a chick, and you're going to feel better. But this guy, he ain't nothing. This guy is crazy. I took my gangs and we went down to this basement. We put the music, you know. 15 minutes later, David Wilkerson opened the door without permission. He just walked in. He didn't took the message, you know. And the first thing he said, where's Nicky? Like he knew me for a long time. One of my boys turned the light on, and I was standing there. I put my girl in one side, and I told him, I'm Nicky, what you want, man? He told me, I want to be your friend. I told him, I don't want to be your friend. He started walking toward me and said, you better stay right there. If you make any step, I'm going to take my 32 revolver and I'm going to fire and I'm going to blow your head off right here. Wilkerson hesitated for a moment, but he didn't stop. And then Wilkerson, he was a skinny man. He started walking right straight toward me. When he got near to me, he told me, come on, Nicky, shake my hand. And I just turned around, and I hit him. I grabbed him by his jacket, and I spit at him. And in that moment, I grabbed him, I threw him against the wall, and I started cursing him. I used nothing but profanity, bad language. I hit this man left and right, and then some of the guy grabbed me and said, Nicky, this is a priest. This is a minister. This man is not, he's not in the gangs. I told him, I don't care who he is. And in that moment when he was like that, I just turned around and I started walking toward the door. And when I tried to open the door, David Wilkerson yelled at me. He said, Nicky, just a moment. Before you leave this place, I'm going to tell you something. I told him, what you going to tell me? Nicky, Jesus loves you. When David Wilkerson put his hands upon my head, he was crying. It was nothing but tears was coming out from his eyes. I looked at him as he was praying. I had never heard in my life anyone pray. But that was the most beautiful prayer that I ever heard. So beautiful that I was flabbergasted with his prayer. I was completely moved. When he said, oh God, for 2 weeks I've been praying for Nicky every day and every night, hoping, wondering, praying, seeking that he don't get killed, so he can hear the gospel, so he can come to this crusade. And not only he's in this crusade, but I'm praying for him. And oh God, in this moment, I'm here, and this is a challenge. And there's no human power, there's no personality that can change Nicky. There's no gimmick and there's no magic. And oh God, I'm scared. But in this moment, I'm going to ask you to come down and just touch Nikki's life and let a miracle come out from the darkness. Let him know that you love it, as I told him that you care and you love it. He's here, and I have to believe that you can do that miracle. And when I heard this man praying in that way with a broken heart, I felt his heart beat. I felt his vibration that was so strong. In that moment, I was confused. In that moment, I just want to just cry, but I hold down because my pride. There's no way I'm going to cry because I promised myself that I will never cry again. The last time I cried, I was about 8 years old, and that was the last time I cried. And in that moment, I just took Dave Wilkerson's hands, and I pushed his hands away from me, and I pushed him. I said, get away from me. I was under conviction. I didn't know how to fight the whole thing. And in the same moment, I just want to call my games, and I want to say, let's get out of here. Let's split. This is not our place. And when I turned just around, I saw with my own eyes the greatest miracle that really touched me completely. When I just turned around to call my game to split out of that place, there was Willie, the guy who told Dave Wilkerson, I don't believe in love. Willie the cripple. Willie that just was full of hatred and bitterness for what happened to him. Willie was there in that floor. He was kneeling down, crying and crying and crying without stopping. He couldn't pray, but I remember he tried the best he could. But the only thing that he said, Jesus, Jesus, for almost 20 or 25 times. Help me, please. And he began to hit his chest. Then there was two tiny Albert, Israel, and this guy was crying. I'm talking about the worst cry. I'm talking about the guy who was nothing but murder. I'm talking about the criminals. I'm talking about the toughest boy from the mammals. I walked toward Israel because I couldn't understand what's happening. I shook him up and said, hey, Israel, baby, what's the matter with you, man? Israel, he hardly could say anything. He was so broken. He said, Nick, I gave my life to Jesus. And that moment I say, oh God, I don't know if this is the truth that you love me. Like this man said that you love me. I'm confused. I am confused. I don't know what is the difference between day and night, between summer and winter. I'm lost. I can't think straight. I lost my feeling, my identity. I don't know. I cannot touch reality so far away from me. But if you really love me like this man said that you love me, come, please, help me.
Quando jovem me tocou, chamou meu nome e eu olhei. Perguntou, você não lembra mais da igreja no interior? Eu era só um menino, você o meu pastor. Você me ensinou a orar e me falou da cruz. De então você e aceitei ao meu Jesus. Obrigado por dar-me pro Senhor. Hoje eu estou transformado. Obrigado por dar-me pro Senhor. Hoje eu sou tão feliz. E rapaz chegou me dizendo: você me trouxe luz, pois deu livro a outro falando de Jesus. Jogaram fora o livro, encontrei e o li. Jesus tocou meu coração e por isso estou aqui. Obrigado por dar-me pro Senhor. Hoje eu estou transformado. Obrigado por dar-me pro Senhor. Hoje eu sou tão feliz. Um a um foram vindo, formando uma multidão. Vidas ganhas porque eu amei. Tive fé e compaixão. Coisas simples e grandes que a vida ocultou. Na terra ninguém viu, mas o céu nos revelou. Eu sei que lá no céu ninguém irá chorar, mas acho que senti uma lágrima rolar. Jesus então chegou, tocou em minha mão, me disse: filho, obrigado por dar teu coração. Obrigado por dar-me pro Senhor. Hoje eu estou transformado. Hoje eu sou tão feliz.
A história de Nicky Cruz e David Wilkerson. Impressionante história. Aqui Nicky Cruz está dizendo: todos diziam e eu acreditava que não viveria mais do que 20 anos. Eu já estava com 19 anos. 19 anos quando David Wilkerson chegou para mim e minha gangue em Nova York e disse: ei, quero te dizer que Deus tem poder para mudar a tua vida. E eu disse para ele: eu vou matar você. Eu cuspi nele, na verdade. E eu disse: eu não acredito que você está dizendo, e saia daqui já. Mas David Wilkerson disse para ele: você pode me cortar em 1000 pedacinhos, e ainda esses 1000 pedacinhos vão amar você. E Nick diz: naquela hora, aquilo entrou no meu coração. E 2 semanas eu não consegui dormir. E foi ali que começou a nascer o novo Nicky Cruz. Lágrimas começaram a cair. E eu me entreguei. E eu deixei Jesus me abraçar. Ali foi a minha ressurreição com Jesus. Eu disse: me desculpa, me perdoa, Jesus. Pela primeira vez eu disse para alguém que eu amava, porque eu disse para Jesus: eu te amo, Jesus. Eu te amo, Jesus. Eu abri meus olhos. Eu estava nascido de novo. A partir daquele momento eu era um filho de Deus. Nick, que pensava em viver apenas 20 anos, hoje está celebrando 70 anos. E Nick tem feito um trabalho extraordinário aí pelo mundo afora. Tenho viajado pelo mundo inteiro, mas o meu maior sucesso na minha vida foi quando eu levei minha mamãe, meu papai e meu irmão para Jesus. Aqui está o novo livro de Nicky Cruz, onde ele fala sobre o perdão. Ele conseguiu perdoar o pai e a mãe dele, que o massacraram tanto. Ele conseguiu perdoar e levá-los a Cristo Jesus. E aí está Nicky Cruz, totalmente transformado. A locutora diz uma vez, ele era um animal nas ruas. Hoje ele é uma alma cheia de amor. Hoje, se você encontrar Nick Cruz na rua, você não vai querer fugir dele como todo mundo queria fazer, mas você vai querer correr para ele, porque é um homem cheio de amor. Cheio de amor. E aqui ele finaliza dizendo, eu quero lhe dizer que você pode fazer o que eu fiz e perder toda a dor que está no coração. Toda a dor, toda a angústia que está na sua alma pode sair. Porque o poder do Espírito Santo de Deus pode libertar, pode dar um novo sentido para a vida.